Welcome into the Chiefs Report just moments after a 34-28 win over the Broncos in Week 14 of the NFL season. And this game was wonky. This game was frustrating. But the silver lining is the Chiefs did get it done to improve to 10-3. They win by 6 points. Patrick Mahomes, a lot of good, a lot of bad as well. 352, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Only third time in his career he's thrown 3 interceptions in a game. Isiah Pacheco, 70 yards rushing. And then Jerick McKinnon, really the star of this game, 112 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Russell Wilson kind of woke up, got a concussion late, did not return. Jerry Jeudy with the hat trick, 73 yards and 3 touchdowns. We'll explain everything that happened in this game. Don't worry about that. And I think we'll do that in a second. But first, let me know who today's MVP was. I think it has to be Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon had 2 long touchdown catches. He also helped ice the game late with a couple of first down runs. Then Pacheco ultimately iced it with that final one. Jerick McKinnon was fantastic. We'll talk about him a little bit more. Let me know who you would give today's MVP, or shall I say game ball to, after this Chiefs victory. Now let's talk about the quarterback, because, look, let me just say this before I say what I'm about to say. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. There is no other quarterback I would rather have. Let me just get that out of the way. But you were up 27-0, and if you didn't see this game and you're just watching this reaction, the Chiefs were up 27-0 with less than 3 minutes left in the first half with the ball. I mean, this game was a joke. Denver was done. People were leaving the stadium. Hackett and Russ were getting booed, and Mahomes throws a pick. Great play by JuJu on the first one to be there. Broncos go score. Okay, no problem. 27-7, minute 40 to go. Worst case scenario, you take a 20-point lead into halftime, or maybe you get 3 or 7. Obviously, with the minute and a half, you're going to chase points. And guess what? Mahomes throws another pick. This one, a bad pick. Forced it as he was getting hit, picked off. Broncos score again at the end of the half with under 10 seconds left. 27-14. Oh, guess what? Broncos have all the momentum, and they get the ball out of the third quarter and scored again. And then later in the game, on 3rd and 5, it's 34-28, what the final score ended up being. You are in field goal range with under 7 minutes to go. Mahomes throws another pick. If you kick a field goal there, you go up 9, the game's over. So as great as Mahomes was, and as magical a plays he made at times, you can't throw 3 picks. You can't throw Denver back into this game. The game was over. This was a game that should have been over at halftime. Instead, you had to ice it in the final minutes to get a couple of first downs. Mahomes, it needs to own that. That cannot happen against an opponent of this caliber. If you do that against a good team, you're going to get beat in the playoffs. So he's got to clean that up. 3 picks. By the way, we'll talk about the MVP race later. He is no longer the front runner after this game. Today's show is sponsored by Fetch. And listen, the holidays are here, and Fetch allows you to earn points by scanning receipts to then earn gift cards, which are great stocking stuffers this time of year. Download the Fetch app by going to chatsports.com/fetch and use our promo code CHAT to get 5,000 bonus points. It's chatsports.com/fetch, promo code CHAT to get 5,000 bonus points with the Fetch app. And some cool things that Fetch allows you to do is literally any receipt that you get, you scan it, and then you earn points when you check out after you scan that receipt, and those points start to add up. And when you get to 10,000 points, you can then get a $10 gift card. You can scan your receipts from Target, Walmart, your local mom and pop, Walmart. Doesn't matter. All receipts count, and you rack up those points. And then when you get to enough points for a gift card, you can get a gift card to Starbucks, Amazon, Target, Walmart, AMC, your favorite restaurants. Go to chatsports.com/fetch. Download the Fetch app today and earn those rewards. Don't be like I used to be, where you're at the gas station, you fill up gas, and it says, do you want your receipt? And you click no because you don't want to deal with it. Take that receipt, scan the app, and then when you get enough points, go search for whatever gift card you want. There's tons of restaurants, retail stores, and other stores that you can get gift cards for as well. Chatsports.com/fetch, promo code CHAT to get 5,000 bonus points to get started with Fetch today. That link and promo code in the description and in the comments of this video. So get started with Fetch right now. All right, let's talk more about this game as the Chiefs won 34-28. I mean, overall, the offensive numbers look good, but a lot of this damage was done in the first half. 431, 342 passing, 89 rushing. Pacheco had 70 of that. 6 of 12 on third down, gave up just 2 sacks. Again, in a vacuum, the offense had a good day, right? And I would still say overall it was a pretty solid day outside of the turnovers. I mean, Denver gives up 13 points a game, 14 points per game, whatever the number is. They're second in scoring defense, and you scored 34. It's just the way it happened, right? You're up 27-0 in the second quarter. Put the game away. It's that simple. Now let's talk about today's MVP, Jerick McKinnon. Round of applause. Jerick McKinnon continues to just be a playmaker for this team, a glue guy. 7 catches, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And I do want to give Mahomes some credit. I mean, he did some good things. On the first touchdown, Mahomes looked like he was going to scramble. He tucked the ball, and he's getting near the line of scrimmage. Then he pulled up the last second and did like a little hook shot over the defender. McKinnon caught it on the dead run and took it like 40 yards for a touchdown. That was a crazy play. He caught another screen pass for a touchdown later. He was fantastic. JuJu Smith-Schuster had a good game as well. 9 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. And I'll just verbally mention this. Travis Kelce didn't have a big game. He just had 4 for 71. Still a good game, right? You're like, he didn't do much. Still had 71 yards. But more importantly, crossed 10,000 yards receiving for his career. Round of applause to Kelce for that. Also, 7th straight 1,000-yard season. Travis Kelce, I mean, what a career. What a career this guy's had, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. Now, I mentioned the struggles from Patrick Mahomes. Who's the MVP frontrunner? Type PM for Patrick Mahomes, JH for Jalen Hurts. Another huge game for him and win for the Eagles. I think it'll be Hurts after this week. I think 3 picks for Mahomes, and the Eagles now, 12-1 or whatever they are. I think Jalen Hurts will be the odds-on favorite to win the MVP when we wake up tomorrow. Doesn't mean Mahomes can't win it, but I think right now it's going to be Jalen Hurts. So type JH if you think it will be him, or type PM if you think it's Patrick Mahomes. Let's talk about the defense now. Russell Wilson, I mean, again, he was struggling, and those Mahomes picks just kind of revitalized Denver offensively. Gave him some short fields, and Russ was able to find some rhythm. 23 of 36, 247, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. All 3 of those touchdowns to Jerry Jeudy, by the way. That one pick was made by Willie Gay, and what an athletic play that was, and look how critical it ended up being. That was a 7-point play. You won by 6. Russ tried to throw a screen pass. Gay, full extension, tipped it up to himself, reeled it in, and ran it back for a touchdown. Stiff-armed Russell Wilson on the way as well. Unbelievable play by him. Willie Gay Jr. made several nice plays today. Had a tackle for loss as well. So that was very, very nice to see. Overall yardage, I mean, you didn't get completely gashed, but this is Denver. This is a bad team, a bad offense. Nathaniel Hackett's been a joke. Russell Wilson's been awful this year. So to give up 28 points, even though I blame the offense some for that, is still not very good. Now, I will give the Chiefs credit. You get the defensive score. You get 6 sacks, so it wasn't all bad for the defense. But again, it kind of coincides with Mahomes throwing the picks. Just put the game away. Make plays. I mean, Denver erased a 2nd and 34, guys, and scored a touchdown on that drive. Can't have it. Cannot give that up. So some good, a lot of bad. Just a sloppy win. You won. That's the key, but very, very sloppy and a lot to work on if you're Kansas City. Subscribe to the channel. More Chiefs news, rumors, live streams, and more. We'll be live on Monday, 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 Central Time. More fallout from this game and more updates around this team. And, an AFC playoff picture update as well. That's why this win was still important. You kept pace in the AFC with Buffalo winning. Both teams are 10-3. Bills have the tiebreaker. But if you had lost this, you're not getting the number 1 seed because then Buffalo would have to lose twice. So this was a big win, and the Chiefs were able to get it. So subscribe. We'll continue to have you guys covered every single day. Some other final thoughts. It's a rivalry game. It's hard to win in the NFL. And I don't want to nitpick. I really don't. But sometimes the Chiefs just make these things harder than they need to be. You're up 27-0 with the ball. Just put the game away. Don't let a lifeless team back into this with silly mistakes. Silly mistakes. Hopefully something to learn from, because if you play like that against a better team, you'll get beat. And we've seen this team get beat. They've lost their 2 biggest games of the year to Buffalo and Cincinnati. So I think there is some reason for concern moving forward for Kansas City. Got about a month to clean things up before the playoffs get started. So hopefully they're able to do just that. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I am Harrison Graham. Again, subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social media at HGrahamNFL on Twitter and on Instagram for more Chiefs analysis.